welcome to our video series College Chat. My name is Angie Cooksey and I serve as the Director of Freshman Admissions here at Bradley. Joining me today is Molly Schock, Assistant Director of Admissions, and we are going to talk about the whole college search process, and the idea of that sounds completely overwhelming. So our hope is that we can break it down a little bit. So Molly, I think a really good place to start is how to start this college search. So what advice do you have for students that are really starting the process?
Yeah, so I think there are two really helpful things to consider when you're starting out on your college search. The best is to think about the size of the university that you'll thrive at. So whether that's a small, medium, or large school, just think about what's going to be the best fit for you. And then another important thing to consider is distance from home. So do you want to commute to class every day from home, or do you want to be a couple hours away? Or maybe you're even thinking about going out of state. But thinking about the distance and the size of the school can just kind of help narrow it down right in the beginning to make it seem a little less stressful.
Yes, and narrowing it down is definitely really important. I am always completely amazed. There are over 1,800 four-year degree granting colleges and universities across the country, and I know some of our students feel like they're getting mail and email from 1,800 colleges and universities, and so if they've started to think about size and they've started to think about distance from home, what are some other areas that really can help narrow down that list for them?
A few other things to consider is the school type. So whether that's private or public, maybe that doesn't even matter to you. And think about the location of the school, whether it's in a big city or a suburban or rural area. School type can be really helpful, and then you have to think about academics, right? So that's the main reason that you go to college. So you want to make sure that they have the major or program that you're interested in, but then also thinking about, the student and faculty relationship and what is that like, and how do you best thrive with your current teachers in high school? Do you like to talk to them a lot, ask a lot of questions in class? Think about those things, but then also think about the fun stuff too. There are probably activities that you participate in now in high school that you want to keep on doing in college. Maybe there are things you've never even tried before, but once you get to college, you really want to give it a shot. So think about those things too, because they are really important in that entire college experience as well. And then the biggest one that usually you have to bring the parents and the family in on is the cost.
Yes.
One of the most important deciding factors. So start having those conversations now about what your family can afford, and then start looking into scholarships and other types of financial assistance to help lower the cost as much as possible.
Oh man, I feel like this is why people get really overwhelmed, because there are so many things. First of all, these all sound like topics that we could have in a future college chat conversation. So would you be willing to come back and talk about some of these topics with me again?
Yeah, absolutely. It can be really overwhelming, but the best thing that you can do is just to dig in and get started. There are so many great resources available to you. Colleges have these amazing websites with all of this information that's just at your fingertips nowadays. But then you can also talk to your high school counselors or your teachers, family members, talk about their college experience. What did they learn? What did they love most about the college they went to? There are just so many great resources. You're not doing this by yourself, even though this is all about you and it's your search. There's a lot of people and resources out here to help you.
That's really great advice. I shared with you all at the beginning that we want this series to be an opportunity for you to have these smaller, more digestible conversations at home. And so we hope that this launches that conversation for you. Remember to ask those questions that Molly was sharing, that great advice about what does FAR mean to you, and what are your priorities, and what are your must-haves in the college search experience. We are so excited to be a part of this journey with you. And just to remember to have fun along the experience, ask questions, be adventurous, and know that this is going to take you someplace really amazing. Thanks so much for joining us. We'll see you next time. Bye.
Bye.